Welcome back to another Pokemon Legends Arceus stream. Ah, my alarm went off. Why did I not? I completely forgot to set my alarm. Alright. Or to turn off my alarm. I do that all the time. Alright. Alright, let's go. I didn't check the weather. That's okay, who cares? I'll figure it out. It's just regular. Alright. So, we are hunting for Burmy. We're hunting for Eevee, and we're hunting for Weavile. Obviously, it doesn't matter if we get Sneasel or not. But those are the three Pokemon that we're looking for, specifically. I mean, there's only one other Pokemon that we would need besides for those three that are actually gettable here. And it's Cherim, who can spawn in 2 trees, and that's it. And we've only seen him once. We'll probably just hunt Cherubi. Just another Cherubi, and then evolve it. It would be so much easier. Alright. I would imagine that we probably don't start off the stream with the 40-minute distortion. Based on the fact that we're currently on a streak of 4 40-minute distortions. It is 1 in 256. If we got another one, it'd be 1 in 1,024. We have a legitimate less chance of getting 2 shinies from the next distortion than somehow getting 4 distortions in a row. 5 40-minute distortions in a row. It's a little absurd. I don't know why I skipped this tree over here. Alright. Well, we might not be getting the luckiest having all these really long distortion times. I do believe that eventually our bad luck has to run out. And we'll start to get some actually on-time distortions. Alright, here we go. And finally find another Burmy tree. Technically, we also need Burmy's evolutions, but I kind of just threw that in with Burmy. Because both Wormadam and Motham do spawn in this area. So it is possible to get them both separate from Burmy, I guess. I don't know why I didn't really think about that when I was saying the ones we needed. And this is the final stretch. And it's definitely going to be the longest stretch. Alright. I feel like it's bad, but I do feel like we probably somehow end up getting another 40-minute distortion here. I mean, who knows though? Oh, okay. I go up here. I was trying to remember what I do when I was like, oh wait, it's up here. I thought I hit the cricket top for a second. Alright. Is today the day that we finally find a new shiny Pokemon? I feel like I say it is every day. Do I really feel? I don't really feel it today. Like normally I feel like, alright, today's the day we're gonna get a shiny. It's just not there today. Alright, we checked all the Burmese spawns. It's now time to check for the Wormadam. And then we'll go check for shinies in other spots. Alright, hello Snorlax. Bop. No shiny Snorlax, unfortunately. I can miss the tree somehow. Every time I open the map to check the weather and never check the weather. I think we missed the 5-minute. Well, we definitely missed the 5-minute distortion. But it's only a 10% chance, so I get not getting that. But I'm pretty sure we're about to miss the 10-minute distortion if we haven't already. I'm pretty worried that I now am like pretty sure we've missed the 10-minute distortion, unfortunately. So I would imagine that yeah, I did say I think we I wouldn't be. I wouldn't think we'd get the 40-minute distortion. Statistically. But you gotta remember, we're playing Pokemon Go. We're playing Pokemon. If it's not 100%, it's 50. Or it's like 5. You have a 75% chance to get a distortion at 25 minutes. And 100% to get it at 40 minutes. All I'm saying is, we've definitely gotten more 40% than any other time. Actually, I think we've gotten more 40% or 40 minutes than any other time at all combined. And we caught Togekiss. Because why not? I love Togekiss. Coming nighttime. Unfortunately, that means I won't be able to check the EV spawn right away. Not seeing any wild shinies, unfortunately, either. Hello, Pokemon, we're literally just down here to shiny check. If I remember correctly, none of these Pokemon can be shiny anyways. Or not shiny, but like, none of these trees can shake. Pretty sure these two can. Just regular rain, it is regular rain. So we can still get that distortion spawn. Well, we are roughly at that 15-minute distortion right now. Hello, Alpha. Maybe the shiny Rotham? Doesn't look like it. I got stuck in the trees. No shiny Alpha Heracross. I haven't seen an Alpha shiny yet. At least since we've started doing Distortion. Which isn't necessarily surprising. Let's say these trees can have Burmese. I could be wrong. I am not wrong. It's not shiny though. stone. Is this tree also Burmy? Yes, it is. Hello, Alpha Hapini. How you doing, buddy? Alpha Hapini is massive. No, it's actually not that big. I thought it'd be bigger. Alright, we missed the 15-minute distortion. So we're either going to be stuck with a 25-minute distortion or a 40-minute distortion. And I swear, if it's a 40-minute distortion, I will not be happy. Get another 40-minute distortion. A lot of shaking combi trees too. Just a lot of shaking trees in general. And I guess I'm not complaining. Stop raining, back to regular sun. Alpha combi. Tree number 1 for charm, not shaking. Tree number 2, not shaking. No shiny alpha low bunny. Alright, this is the last place I haven't been for a shiny. I'm sure I've definitely missed a couple spawns, so I'm not really worried about it. Still regular sunny. Come on, show me a wild shiny. There's not a lot of Pokemon spawns up here. So much just like empty space that has nothing. Alright, let's see. Maybe some Weasel. No, it doesn't look like anything, honestly. Come on, game, give me a shiny. Or tell me space-time distortion has formed. I'll take either right now. So I definitely need the space-time distortion. Now whatever, I guess we gotta play catch the Gyarados. So I don't know why I always catch them, but I think it'd be really cool to see a shiny flying Pokemon. So that's kind of the goal right now. Catch enough Gyarados so you see it become a flying shiny. Come on, Jerry. There we go. Mr. AVA, you're next. Or Mr. Raptor. Not much. How you doing, 70 Sue? No way I missed it. Come back. There we go. First ball. Except it wasn't the first. On the beach, anything? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. I mean, this game is really fun. Probably my favorite Pokemon game of all time. Unfortunately, at times, it can be just like a little repetitive. But at least the berries have respawned. I'm not worried about Legends EA. Necessarily. I would assume Legends EA is going to be just, as long as they follow a lot of the same kind of path. It should be Legends EA should be a good game. I mean, there's definitely some improvements that could be made, though. The game isn't necessarily the most mistake-free. Like, I'd love some online features. Especially with Megas returning, I would love to be able to battle with Megas. That's what they're saying, but to be fair, I would assume that they would consider this game to take place in one city. I would imagine it's going to take place in Lumio City. I would imagine that you would consider this to all be Jubilife City. I don't think it'd be very different from this game. Yeah, I get liking single player. I just personally like competitive battling. And I get it's something not something everyone wants, or everyone cares about, but I think having the option to do it is nice. I would imagine that this game would be really good. There are, like I said, a couple quality of life changes. The fact that it's so hard to get a space-time distortion shiny, which I would assume they'll be doing some of that differently. Obviously, they probably won't have space-time distortions. Here, you already respawned. I caught you like not even 5 minutes ago. Oh, it's harsh sunlight. Oh, that's unfortunate. We might have missed our chances of distortion. Well, unfortunately, during the strong sunlight here, we can't get the one thing that we're looking for, so we have to let it switch, and this is the only way to let it switch while pausing our timer. Completing the Pokedex is fun, but literally the only thing you can do in this game with other people is trade. And I like trading, but there's not even like an option to wonder trade. Where's the sun at? Oh, there it is. That's how I determine the sunlight. This is still harsh sunlight, you can tell. Unfortunately, I wish this wasn't 108 this week. What's your favorite Pokemon? Alright, come on, son. Switch to regular sunlight. Still strong sunlight. Alright, we found Geodude. Go that way. Let me keep pushing him. Yes. What up, are you could literally push the Pokemon? Does not seem like Geodude wants to go any farther. Oh, there he goes. Go, Geodude, go. Oh, he ran all the way back over to his starting location. Alright, quick sun check. Where you go? Back to regular sunlight. Sableye is your favorite? You don't like his Pega? Wait, huh? Why does it say harsh sunlight? It's the way the regular sun works. Look. Mine, I personally really like Seal. Sorry, you're level 12. You're a lot lower level than me. How did you... Oh, it is still harsh. I didn't even see the little rays. Why does it look like that? That's not how it's supposed to look as harsh. Oh, I've never seen that before. Actually, this running backwards or forwards doesn't make the sun move whatsoever. I really like Seal. He's not like the most, you know, well-liked Pokemon, but you've never trained a Seal? I mean, it's not like super strong or anything. I just like how he looks. I think he looks derpy. I like the derpy Pokemon. Alright, back to regular sunlight. That's definitely not regular sunlight. Game, come on. Switch the sunlight. This is so annoying. There's no way. Before, we've been doing these distortions for like a week now, probably. And up until yesterday, I hadn't seen harsh sunlight at all, and then we've now seen it 3 times in the last like 2 hours of streaming. Which is really annoying. Alright, we're gonna run, because last time it glitched and didn't even tell me that it changed until after I got out of battle. Nope, it's still harsh. This is so annoying. Switch to sunlight, please. Oh, it switched. Like the second I entered that battle, it switched. Yep, it's cloudy now. No, resetting the game will reset my distortion timer, unfortunately. The way that space-time distortions work in this game is really, really weird. Basically, as long as you're not in the Palkia or Dialga event where the sky is like red, you have it depends on the weather, and then there's like an in-game timer that gets paused or reset by like the slightest thing. Like if you save the game and exit and then come back a different time to continue, it resets your timer. It pauses your timer if you're in a Pokemon battle, one of your boxes, one of the settings, or just have it like not on the main game like this. Like if I do this, it doesn't count my time. If I do this, it doesn't count my time. And then if the weather is wrong, it'll completely reset your timer if it happens to occur when one of your distortions should spawn. Oh, you're not at this point yet. Yeah. It's not. It's not fun, especially because you could wait up to 40 minutes for it to spawn. What I would suggest doing though is when you get to the point where the sky is red and Palkia Dialga is waiting for you on the well, I don't want to spoil it. I don't know how much you know. But basically, you'll probably be able to tell when I'm talking about when you get there. You should do your space-time distortions because they're like significantly easier. And there's no way to increase your chances after it. Unfortunately. It goes from the max time being 40 minutes for one to spawn, which is what we've had 3 times in a row, to the max time being 25 minutes. And a 5-minute 10% is like a 5 minute. Oh, you beat the game? This is your second playthrough? Okay, so you do kind of know then. Yeah. So, once... it's just so much easier to get your space-time distortion Pokemon. Especially if you ever want to shiny hunt them. Honestly, shiny hunting them is so annoying. The best way to truly shiny hunt them is to get to that point, but have the shiny charm. So then you get the most distortions as possible. But to get the shiny charm, you'd have to transfer a bunch of Pokemon into the game. From a different game. Which is a little unfortunate. But it's realistically the best way to get shinies from the space-time distortion. I'm also like pretty sure we missed the distortion for 25 minutes because of the weather. I didn't even know that the weather played a role until I started doing these distortion hunts. Let me just tell you this, it's really annoying when the distortions don't increase your shiny odds whatsoever and you're going for full odds Pokemon that can only spawn 3 in one distortion. Yeah, the thing is, it's not really necessary to trade with another Switch. Because all the trade evolutions and stuff that you would normally have to do, you can just buy the trading cable. That's one of the best things I think they've ever created. The fact that you can buy the evolution items from the Mare Point shop instead of having to hunt them is such a nice ask. Yeah, the odds, if you were to play 4 hours a day and got the shiny on odds, and you got the space-time distortions on odds, it should take you roughly about a month to actually get one of the shinies that you want. It's not the easiest hunt. I didn't really think it through when I first started. I didn't realize the absurdity of this. Like last night, we only saw 6 Sneasel in a 2-hour-long stream. No way it's harsh sunlight again. What is my luck right now? It is trying to make it as impossible impossible as what am I saying it? I'm having a stroke right now. They're trying to make it impossible to get a space-time distortion. I'm pretty sure once the sun sets and it becomes night, the harsh sunlight ends because there's no sunlight. So we basically just gotta wait for it to become night at this point. It'd be kind of funny if it became night and it still says harsh sunlight. And that's even with my Sneasel perfected that it should take roughly a month. Like 6 Sneasel, it's close to a 1 in 600 chance to get a perfected shiny in the wild. And because it's full odds, it should take roughly 200 hours. At that rate, at seeing 6 in 2 hours. Yes, I think that was probably what I was trying to say. But I could not say it correctly. It just sounds really weird. No, it's still harsh sunlight even at night. What? How does that even make sense? Shoo-doo, don't do it. No, now it says it's not. I'm confused. There we go, it's back to regular sun. Why does this game gotta do this to me? I just want to get the shiny Sneasel. Or a shiny. I'll take a shiny Eevee, a shiny Burmy, a shiny Wormadam. Honestly, I'll take like a lot of shinies. It's kind of surprising to me that we have not got a wild shiny yet today. Normally we get one by now. But I guess the game doesn't want to make it too easy today. So everything's going obviously just as I planned it to. I'm really didn't expect. I think the harsh sunlight has a 3% chance of appearing when the weather changes. So the fact that we got 2-3% like back to back is really funny. I really hope that once the sun rises again, it doesn't auto go back to the harsh sunlight though. Or we're never getting a distortion. Where are all the shaking trees at? None of the Wormadams wanna come out today, I guess. That's fine though. Oh well. That Oshawott is so big. I really love the shiny Alpha Oshawott. He's so massive. It's so funny. Alright, Togekiss, getting the ball. I don't have no reason to catch Togekiss other than I want to. Alright. Togekiss. It wasn't me. Oh, he sits down and he's still much bigger than Bidoof. I love that they have like sitting animations and sleeping animations. That's really cool to me. It's really cool to me that they were like, yep, let's make that a thing. But online battling? Nah, not that. It actually doesn't bother me that much. Because you couldn't really use this battle system in an online battling. And I get that. I so get that you couldn't use the battle system that they have currently in online battling. But like... I know, if they followed you, it's just basically like the Scarlet Violet Pokemon. It's crazy to think about how cool Pokemon will be in, like, imagine, like, 20 years' time. Like, we think the Pokemon now are cool. Like, they can finally follow us in games. They can attack Pokemon for us. The problem is that with normally you're battling AI, right? So it's that speed system with like the agile and strong style moves. It just sometimes works out really weird. Or sometimes it'll show you going first, and like first twice in a row, and then they'll use just like some random move, and even some of the quick moves, if that you would be like, I don't know, it just doesn't work perfectly. Well, I mean, why have you been salty with Pokemon lately? I feel like everything's been pretty good. I feel like at least like the last couple games have been pretty good. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I don't really like BDSP or Sword and Shield, but Scarlet and Violet I really liked, and I really like this game. So, and then I really like the fact that they're bringing another. It's going to be another Legends game. I did kind of want Let's Go Johto, because I've never played a Johto game before, but it berries on this tree finally grew. But I think Legends EA will be a good game. I do wonder how they're gonna do. You never finish. See, I haven't ever finished Sword and Shield. I have the DLCs, and I'm sitting at Dynamax Adventures right now, just doing raids until I get a shiny. And but the problem is I need to finish the decks so I can get the shiny charm. You know, said I have Crystal, Gold, and Silver for Game Boy, and I've just never played them. I have the first 7 games. I have here. Where are they at? I have 3 of reds for some reason, but I have red, blue, green, and yellow, and then gold, silver, and crystal. And I've never actually played any of them. I started a red playthrough and just never finished it. Oh, to be fair, my raids do not work. I can't join anybody online. I have online. I trade with people online all the time on this game. But for some reason or another, the raids, I've only ever been able to connect to somebody else once. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's just my internet. Finish a living deck? Nice. How to imagine that took some time. Oh yeah, I'm sure. The Game Boy games are... I mean, I've seen a lot of the glitches before. Obviously, they're really popular. Like the missing no glitch. The the Gengar glitch, like at the beginning of the game. Like, they're definitely not the most complete games of all time, but it doesn't mean they're not fun. We might as well go back over here and see if we can find any shinies. While we wait for the space-time distortion that should spawn any minute now. I've never... I attempted to do the missing no glitch without any like I didn't look up a video to on how to do it. I just tried to do it off memory, and it did not work. But there were a couple glitches that I did there. I tried to do the I did the glitch where you can just skip past, like, I started doing the Gengar glitch as well, but I don't actually remember where I got to before I stopped playing. It's been a long time since I've opened my Game Boy. I actually have 4 Game Boys. It's been a long time since I've opened any of them. Hello, Rogue George. How you doing today? Alright. You know, I really need to play the Scarlet and Violet DLCs. I really enjoyed... You already have all the keys? I really need to play the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet, and I just haven't yet. I started both of them, and I don't know what to do now, because I don't read text. Really bad about just skipping all the text. So I'm kind of just like lost. So now I ever only go on Scarlet and Violet for battling. I've been debating on just transferring all my good Pokemon. Virtual Console? Yeah, that makes sense. I really liked the story in Scarlet and Violet. I thought the story was really good. I don't normally like stories for Pokemon games either. I like this game's story, but there really isn't like that much story, honestly. I mean, the story is catch all the Pokemon, and then obviously the very little Dialga Palkia stuff, and obviously Giratina. I love Giratina. Giratina might be one of my favorite legendaries. Probably top 3 for sure. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling that harsh sunlight messed up my time, and I'm now gonna have to wait a while before the next space time distortion spawns. Unfortunately. Yeah, you're talking about like the I know it's like the bullies. They like bully other people. Team Star, that's what it's called. Yeah, something about Team Star. I mean, I kind of know the story because it's... I mean, you kind of just figure it out after you do enough. But, like, the end game story is good. Not as good as this game's end game story. I really like the plot twist. Obviously, you've played the game. But Cynthia's theme it's just so good. Like that final battle, I wish I could do that final battle again. With the Giratina fight. It's just so good. Let me get up here, thank you. kind of funny that Monferno and Chimchar can just spawn up here. Such a random spot to have them spawn. Speaking of Chimchar. Oh, that tree does not have any berries on it. I didn't even notice. Yeah, fortunately this game's really easy to keep track of what's going on when you mash A. But I have definitely gotten lost in some Pokemon games where I have to look up what to do because I have no clue where to go. Because it tells me to go somewhere and I just didn't read it. I was specifically bad about that in Kanto. Like my first ever Kanto playthrough, I definitely got lost a little bit. That's it. We're gonna catch you again, Gyarados, because why not? Well, that caught first ball. Alright, the fact that we haven't gotten the space-time distortion at this point is kind of nuts. Because even if we missed the first one, we still had other chances now to get more. But they just haven't spawned. That Oshawott is massive. I don't know, it just... I feel like if I read everything, I'd get so bored. Alright, one snipe on the Stravia. Get to the very edge. Flop. Huh? Why did it just bounce off you like it was nothing? I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Alola's my second favorite game after this one. I really like Ultra Sun. It was also the first one that I ever finished completely, so maybe I'm a little biased there. And Primarina's my second favorite Pokemon. I love Primarina. Obviously, where Steel isn't very usable competitively, I can actually use Primarina. And I do. My competitive 2v2 Pokemon team has Primarina. And technically, in Pokemon Go, in formats that it's like the baby cup, I'll use Seal. Specifically my shiny one. That I put in a lot of work to get. Put down so many Pokemon during a spotlight hour. I was the only one out of like 5 or 6 of us who was there that actually got it too. I just wish the Alola games were a little less, like, I don't know. The one thing I don't really like about Pokemon. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are your favorite? I really have thought about this, because I have the game. I have almost, like, all the games I haven't played, I have Heart Gold. I just haven't played it yet. I'm just really bad about playing through the Pokemon games that I have. I've never played Black or White, or Black and White 2. I have either Black and White 2 or White and Black 2. I'm pretty sure it's Black and White 2 are the games I have. And I have, like I said, I have Heart Gold. I have Omega Ruby, which I've never finished. I started it, but never finished. X and Y I've never touched, but I have X. I have the Xerneas still sitting in this case. I've never actually played through Moon, but Ultra Sun, I it's funny because I have two different Ultra Suns, an Ultra Moon and a Moon, and I only have save data on the one of the Ultra Suns, so that's it. Okay, what's going on here? Where is my space-time distortion? We should have the space-time distortion by now. Like, this is absolutely absurd. This is the problem I have with the space-time distortions. Hi, Sean. How you doing? Any of the black and white game rules? Not much. How you doing today? Okay. Totally try some of those. I want to play them. The white 2 cost me like $150 because it's like one of the hardest games to get your hand on. Yes, finally. Oh my goodness. It finally happened. That took way too long. Way too long to spawn. It's actually disgusting. I would love to play through them though. I have the DS. It's not like I don't have. I have two different DS and two different 3DS. The one thing that sucks, and probably the one reason I don't play it, is that it's almost impossible to stream without modding them. Like I'd play it on emulator, but then I can't get my Pokemon off. I also don't have Pokemon Transfer on my DS, so any game I'd end up playing on my DS, we couldn't take out anyways. But I guess sometimes it's not really about the shiny Pokemon, it's about the experience. I don't always need to take the shiny out of the game. Technically, you could also take the shiny out of the game on emulator if you modded your DS. But absolutely no clue how to do that, and I don't have the time nor the patience to do that. Actually, arguably, I think this game proves I do have the patience. Because waiting 55 minutes for 3 Sneasel is not fun. I mean, I mean, I could still play them. But I don't really have the most amount of free time. Currently, I just sleep, work, and stream, and then spend the extra time with my girlfriend. And that's about it. But I don't mind. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy playing Pokemon. So I didn't even notice the Alpha Luxio. It's so much bigger than Luxray. It's actually hilarious. They're not even like comparable sizes. I really want to get every single shiny Pokemon for living dex, but like I feel like that would be so insanely hard, and then a lot of them just aren't even possible. Like the mythicals still aren't possible, and then others most of them I'd have to Masuda hunt or attempt to get them a different way. That's why I can't wait for Legends EA, because it's just gonna be make other Pokemon easy. I mean, there were probably like 200 easily obtainable shinies in this game. Like, my 201 took me, like, a month. Which is not that bad at all. Like, if you're really serious about shiny hunting, this is the game to get a lot of them on. You just do this with shiny charm and mass outbreaks. You could get a lot of shinies. The only other game that I think is even remotely comparable to this amount of shinies is Scarlet and Violet. But I don't know what I'm doing in Scarlet and Violet. So normally I've only ever shiny hunted for one Pokemon, and I did get it. I got a shiny Lucario. Or well, it was Riolu, but I evolved it to Lucario. It was after like 20 minutes of figuring out how to best hunt it and how to actually craft this sandwich. But I do hear that that game is so easy to shiny hunt on once you know what you're doing. I just hope if they make it this easy to shiny hunt in Legends Z, it'll be so much fun. I don't know whether to call it Legends Z, Legends ZA, Legends... I don't know. You know... Oh, it's about to start. Hear the rumbling in the background. Yep. Alright. I do legitimately think the new legendary they release is gonna be... Because they released a new one in this game. I think they've released a new one in that game. Alright, we're already 0 for 1 on our 3 Sneasels. But I do think they release another legendary with an A. I think that's why it's ZA. There's no like, I didn't understand the A part until you think about the fact that the 3 legendary trio in that game is XYZ, so why not XYZA? I don't know. That's just where my brain went. It's probably not even remotely close to true. And I would imagine it'd be one of those... Yeah, I would imagine it would be one of those trio. It'd be a part of that trio, it'd make it a quartet. I feel like it's not that insane. I also don't think Alpha Pokemon are going to return in Z. I think instead of Alpha Pokemon, they'll be Mega Pokemon. Because if you think about it, Legends games, at least this one, because this is the only one, don't have items. Like, you don't hold items. So it would make sense to me that instead of having... What was that? Where'd that come from? Instead of having an, introducing item slots to the Legends games, just make the Alpha Pokemon be Mega Pokemon. Alright, we still have one more Sneasel. We no longer have one more Sneasel. Unfortunately, that is... You know, someone else said that it could be for Arceus, but in I've never played the X and Y games, but I wouldn't imagine that Arceus would be, like, a main... I don't know. I couldn't imagine it would be him. I don't know. I mean, it definitely could be. I could be wrong. It most definitely could be. Alright, we're now basically just hoping to see if an EV spawns. There's no more Sneasel. We still need 7 more shiny EVs. And hunting them from space-time distortions is the second easiest method. Besides for regular outbreaks that are insanely rare. Which is how I've got both of mine. I just feel like with the they made the what do they call them? The Landorus, Thundurus, Enamorus, or well, Thundurus and Tornadus. They switched it from a trio to a quartet. They haven't ever done it with box legendaries, but I could see them making him into a quartet. Realistic. Oh, there goes the distortion. Wow, woohoo! A whole hour for nothing. Absolutely nothing from that distortion. Alright, we're gonna return to the village and come back, because that's how I always do it. Woohoo, we made $5,000. Let's add that to our $6 million. You know, these are just some of my early theories. Alright, we can't, unfortunately, do... Space-time distortions can't spawn when there's mass outbreaks, so you do have to just leave the area. Alright, there we go. We didn't get it one this time. Let me remember to save, just in case the game crashes, we don't lose any of that progress. I mean, we didn't really make any progress, but like... that's whatever. Okay, it's just regular rain. I had to make sure it wasn't a thunderstorm, because space-time distortions also cannot spawn during thunderstorms. Hi, Movies for Fun. How you doing today? Shiny Burmy. Floatzel. Good, how about you? I'm doing alright. Hoping we can get a little bit more lucky this go around. I'm pretty sure if we got another 1 in 40, it'd be like, or a 1 in 4 40-minute distortion. That'd be like 6 in a row, and I think the odds of getting 6 25% in a row are absolutely absurd. But that's just kind of how it feels right now. It feels like it's destined. What are the odds of getting 6 1 in 4s in a row? So far we've gotten 0. We got 0 last night as well. Oh no, I lied to you. We got 1. I completely forgot. Actually, did we get 1 last night? No. Is this from today? No, this is from last night. I completely forgot. This Starly's from last night. We've got 0 so far. I completely forgot about the Starly. I just saw it in my inventory and I went, oh wait, that's right, we got a Starly. It wasn't today. We'll probably end up getting one. Probably. I mean, every Pokemon we see that's not Burmy, Sneasel, or Eevee, or Bidoof are like 1 in 850. And the other Pokemon that I mentioned are like 1 in 550. I think, roughly. So... But I mean, we see a lot of Pokemon. Just got strapped and vibing over there. Alright, come on, Burmy. Still no shiny Burmy. I really don't want to have to get 3 shiny Burmies. Or the 3 Porygon. The 3 Porygon are gonna take so long. Kind of funny doing this. You're gonna see a bunch of Pokemon you didn't know spawned where they're at. Hello, Mob Hunt. Like, I didn't even know Pichu spawned over here until I started doing this, and now I noticed it like all the time. Same with the Chimchar. I didn't even know that Chimchar could spawn on this island here. I thought it only spawned on the island straight in front of us until I've seen it here a couple times. And last time there was the alpha one. Yes. We should be pretty close to the... Did that finish this agile style slash challenge? I can't even remember. I was attempting to perfect Weavile. I can't remember if I finished it or not. Oh no, I still need to use it 2 more times. Well, at least agile style. I'm pretty sure slash is done. Well, I know slash is done. I missed the tree. I'm like 2 feet from it. Alright, satchel right here. Might as well pick it up. I'm literally flying. How does that make any sense? A lot of shaking trees, though. I say that I'm like upset. The more shaking trees, the better. Alright. We definitely missed the 5-minute distortion as well. Somehow we'll get 6 1 and 4s in a row, but the 10% not possible. we've only gotten that 10% 5-minute distortion once. That the parasect on there making that long, loud scream noise? Alright. I think that's it for that. No, shouldn't be any more Burmese. Time to go over to the Wormadams now. There we go. Come on, game. Come on, game. Where is the shiny? Like, something, please. It feels like nothing's happening. We haven't gotten a shiny. The distortion's taking like an hour. Alright, we get a Warbadam at least. If we could just get like a shiny Wormadam or a shiny Burmy, like everything's so much simpler. Not really. Actually, not really at all. If we got a shiny Burmy before we got, a shiny Wormadam before we got a shiny Burmy, it'd be really funny. Oh, I just missed that. Oh, Abro. Do I play Animal Crossing? I have it. I don't play it, but I have it. You know, I'm noticing that I do that a lot, where I have games but don't play them. Me up. This game just takes forever sometimes to get the stuff that I need. Yeah, I did not mean to fall. Look how I just keep catching these flying Pokemon. I just really like Togekiss. Togekiss definitely in my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Could I actually make a top 10 list? Probably not. I can make a top 5. Togekiss is probably number 6, actually. My number 1 is Seal. 2 Primarina, 3 Brionne. Not is Brionne the baby? No, not Brionne. Poplio. 3 is Poplio. 4 Squirtle. 5 Dragapult. 6 Togekiss. That's where I got the top 6. That's it. After 6, I don't know. on space-time distortion. What are we doing here? There's no way it's gonna make me wait like another 25 minutes. I'm trying to remember. We entered the area at 1:08. So we got another 2 minutes before we got the 15-minute timer. To see if we can get the 15-minute distortion. Kinda doubt we get the 15-minute distortion, but it would be nice. EVs, no EVs. And getting a wild EV would be kind of insane. Ponyta. Maybe an Alpha Shiny Rapidash? No. Would have been nice, but no. Come on, game. Hello, Combees. How you doing, buddies? That's a Combee in that tree. Literally just over here looking for shinies at this point. And then there's the Mothams that can spawn over there that didn't spawn. But at least I didn't see them. That could be shiny that I need. Blissey. Right here is a Burmy for a fact. I think this should finish the agile style. Yep, there we go. Those are the 70 agile style moves that I had to do. What shinies are we looking for? Still Sneasel, Burmy, Eevee are the big three. Oh, and now it's Foggy. Great. At least Distortions can spawn in the fog. I'm pretty sure we have missed our 15-minute Distortion. But if we haven't missed it, it would spawn within the next minute, probably. It doesn't sound that bad, but Sneasel is going to take roughly a month on its own. And Eevee, we need 7 of. And Burma, we need 3 of. We've seen maybe 10 to 15 Burmy this stream. 3 Sneasel, and I don't think we've seen a single Eevee. So it doesn't sound that bad, but that's in an hour and a half. And they all are full odds. There's no way to increase their odds any higher than they currently are. So Shiny Charm and Perfected. Yeah, it really... I didn't realize how hard the end of this game was going to be. I underestimated it, because the first half was so easy. Getting to 200 was like light work. They are 1 in 800. or 1 in 500 with shiny charm plus perfected, which is like full odds in this game. That's like the because like there's no other way to get that. Technically Eevee there's another way to get, but it does I don't. We'll do it if we don't get a shiny Eevee before I don't know. Technically it's less than full odds, but yeah. I got the shiny charm. They're perfected. It's just gonna take a long time. The seeing Sneasel once every seeing 3 an hour right now is what the pace. It depends. What starter did you use? Because my Samurott was level 100 for it, and let's just say it absolutely destroyed it. Especially because the Giratina is very, very, very easy to kill with a dark type. That's level 100. You chose Cyndaquil, so you've got a fire ghost type. I mean, if you have, I would suggest getting some kind of dark type to deal with Giratina. I don't know what level your Pokemon are, so obviously, if your Typhlosion has a good ghost move and you're faster than it, then you definitely could just use Typhlosion to beat Giratina, and then just save him in the back and try and sweep him with other Pokemon. Basically, the best thing you can do. Darkrai would be perfect. Darkrai is one of those Pokemon that can basically body Giratina. You just gotta make sure you can one-hit him, because Giratina is very, very, very strong, and it abuses the speed mechanic. How do I even find him? Do you have other... You need to have other Pokemon games. Do you happen to have other Pokemon games? I don't remember which one it is, but your account that you're playing on would need save data, and it's either... I think it's BDSP. If your account has save data in BDSP, you know the chalkboard for the particular Ponyta, it should be on there. I think it's BDSP. I could be wrong. Okay, then yeah, just go to the chalkboard. As long as you have save data on your account. Yeah. And I don't remember what it's called, but it should be some kind of like nightmare. Something that would remind you of Darkrai by reading it. And he's like so easy to catch. You just go out to the highlands. And then he's just chilling there where it tells you to go. Really, really easy. How do you get merit points? There are satchels that'll be around the area. I would show you, but I don't currently have any. But here, let me real quick. Oh, okay. Here, you go to the Lost and the Found, and like the satchels here, you can claim them for. You just find them. You get like somewhere between 60 normal, somewhere between like 50 and 90, roughly, for claiming them. And they're 4 on every location, but once you claim them, they take a while to respawn. So what's that for? The merit points are for evolution items. Yeah. The satchels, yeah, you need the evolution items. Oh, that's not what you asked. I just can't read. That's not what you said, at least. Not ask, you didn't ask a question. Yeah. The satchels, yeah, they get you the merit points. It's really, really annoying sometimes. Especially because it's like, you only ever really go for merit points when you need them for an evolution item. So you don't normally have a bunch saved up. Fortunately, I'm just doing distortions. So I get basically all the evolution items from just doing distortions. There are some evolution items that are easier to grind for than actually get the merit points for. Like water stones. Water stones are so incredibly easy. Hello, Emily. How we doing today? Rarest Pokemon I got. The only shiny alpha I got not from a massive mass outbreak is my Barrel. He's my only true wild shiny alpha. I'm trying to think if there's anyone that's rarer than that. I mean, I got a Shelf Unknown, got a Shelf Starter Ocelot right here. I mean, he wasn't my starter, but like, he's a starter. Fucking massive too. I'm pretty sure he's the rarest one I have. The barrel. When I finally get the Sneasel, it'll be, without a doubt, the rarest one I have. Any Pokemon. Just single Pokemon? Specifically Lickitung, so it wouldn't be in the Detective Pikachu movie. Because it is horrifying in that movie. I'm just trying to save everybody. So if you've actually watched that Detective Pikachu movie, you know what I'm talking about. You probably can't get that image out of your brain. Probably haunted by it, just like me every night. You'd get rid of Jinx? At least Jinx isn't... I don't think it was actually in the Pokemon movie. Luckily. But God, Lickitung is so cursed. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest just looking up a picture of Lickitung from the Detective Pikachu movie, because it's so early in the movie that it throws everything off. You're like, why does it look like that? Personally, I don't hate Jinx. I actually really like Smoochum. So, probably the reason I like Jinx. I've seen it. Yeah, it's definitely one of the more... Yeah. I can't believe somebody approved that as well. Anyone whose favorite Pokemon was Lickitung going into that movie has definitely changed their favorite. Or they're just really weird. Well, who am I kidding? Anyone whose favorite Pokemon is Lickitung was already very weird to begin with. Oh, the Titan Torterra. Yeah, that's like... So, dude, they're so massive. It looks insane. I really like the movie. I think it's a good movie. It was definitely interesting, that's for sure. Alpha Munchlax. That sounds kind of rare, so I'm gonna catch it. Me too. It honestly is kind of crazy how realistic they were able to make some of the Pokemon, and how bad some of the others look. Like, just at that point, just use a different Pokemon. Like, why Lickitung? Just use another cool looking Pokemon. Could have had like a Lucario or a Empoleon. Instead, Lickitung. Could have been like an evolution. It could have been an Eevee. Why can Pikachu talk? I mean, it's his dad. It's his dad. His dad is Pikachu, right? Isn't that like the whole plotline? Maybe I shouldn't spoil the movie for anyone who hasn't watched it. But it's a little late now. I just kind of just spoil like the whole plot of the entire movie right there. So I apologize if you wanted to watch that movie and haven't. Because I think Mewtwo... I watched the movie, like, within the last couple months. I think Mewtwo puts his dad... Like, when his dad gets in, like, the accident while being chased by, like, all the security. He puts the, He puts his dad's, like, memory, or, like, conscious inside the Pikachu. But... which allows it to talk to him and only him. Nobody else can hear it. Basically, Mewtwo is just like, here you go. But he didn't make it easy. Mewtwo couldn't be like, alright, you can also have all your memory. He's like, nah. You're just a talking Pikachu now that doesn't know. You have to figure it all out yourself. Good luck. Have fun. Basically, the whole story gets fixed and give Pikachu his dad's memories, and then bang, light work, easy finish. Paris? I mean, Paris is an okay Pokemon. I don't hate it. It's just kind of here. That's how I see it, at least. Paris is just here. It's a Gen 1 Pokemon. Gen 1 is, you know, the OG... the OG gen. It's really bad. Like, it's definitely not good. But I like Paris. Not like, but yeah, I get that. That's why I kind of just try to avoid Paris in general. We got the 2 shinies, and then it was like, alright, bye-bye Paris. It does also seem like we're gonna get well, I think we're guaranteed to get a 6 40-minute distortion in a row, which is kind of insane. Now, I'm not 100% sure that's exactly what happened. I'm actually pretty sure. Do you have any shiny Hisuian forms? Yeah, I have Goodra, Sliggoo, I'm trying to think, Braviary. What other Pokemon have Hisuian forms? I mean, technically Sneasel and Sneasler, but Sneasler is just a new Pokemon. I think I have every single Hisuian, like, new Hisuian form shiny. The only Pokemon that I'm missing are the 7 Eevee, Cherim, Whiscash, the whole Magnemite line, the whole Porygon line, Weavile, and the fossils, which is Shieldon, Bastiodon, Cranidos, and Rampardos. Those are the only ones we're missing right now. That should have made 23. I don't feel like doing math. It's very possible I forgot one. Hey, stop bullying me. Man, oh, I did not mean to zoom in. The fact that it's going to be another 40 minutes for the space-time distortion is actually wild. I could show you some of the shiny Hisuian forms if you'd like, after the distortion. If it actually spawned. Okay, it is cloudy, so I don't have to worry about that. I completely forgot to look when I opened the map. I don't know how I do that every time. Okay, I need to lock in here. I looked down for a second at my phone. And then bang, I'm dead. I didn't die, obviously, but like... Why are we fully zoomed in? I told to be fully zoomed in. Alright, space-time distortion should spawn within the next 5 minutes. As long as the weather does not change. That it is just regular... It shouldn't be cloudy right now. I don't know why it is cloudy. It's definitely not cloudy. It's definitely just regular sun. Come on, Eevee. Really kind of surprising to me that we haven't gotten a wild shiny yet. Landorus and the other ones are end game. If you haven't beat Volo, actually, what point are you at in the game? Because, like you said, the Volo fight, but I'm pretty sure you have to catch Landorus in the other ones before the Volo fight. You should have to talk to Cognita. I would just want to make sure that I don't completely mess you up here. And, like, I just want to see where you're at, just so I get, like, a rough understanding. So I'm pretty sure catching on right before the Volo fight. Because I'm pretty sure to get all the plates, you have to use... do you not have to catch Landorus to get his plate? Is that not how you do it? I could have sworn that you get Landorus before that. Maybe not. Maybe it's after the Volo fight. Honestly, I don't remember. It's been so long. I wouldn't mind restarting the game eventually. It's either before or after the Volo fight. Like right before. But I can't remember. I thought you would have had to get the plates, but my favorite type is Ice type. So just like Articuno is my favorite legendary because it's an Ice type. Regice or Regice or I call him Regice, but he's actually his actual name is Regice. Because for some reason they didn't have a double I, they decided they were just gonna make Regice different than all the other ones. But he's my favorite. Drago? I like Drago. Drago's a cooler one. Alright, Distortion should spawn literally any minute. Like, if it doesn't spawn within the next 5 minutes, there's something wrong, and I'm gonna be very upset. But I do expect it to spawn within the next, like, 2-3. Still no wild shinies, it's kind of wild. Literally. Alright, no shinies over here. Metagross and Z. I would imagine so, because it has a Mega. With Megas returning, I would imagine Metagross would return. I would assume every Pokemon with a Mega will be in ZA. It kind of surprised me if they left some of them out. It is possible they do. But, I don't know. I mean, the way I see it is, if they introduce new Megas, I would imagine Megas return to Gen 10. Hey, there it is. We're going right back to the same place. But if they don't introduce new Megas, I would assume that there will not be any new Megas.
Mega Zygarde? If they added Mega Zygarde, they probably almost have to add Mega Xerneas and Yveltal. And if they do that, Mega Xerneas Geomancy is gonna go so incredibly hard, it's not even funny. Imagine a Mega Xerneas using Geomancy. Because all Megas gain 100 base stat total. I don't know exactly what the box legendary's base stat total is, but I know it's a lot. But to be fair, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they gave Zygarde a new form. I mean, I feel like it's not very hard to imagine. I just realized they're gonna bring Zygarde cells into that game. I'm kind of interested to see what they do with this story. I mean, people would be would probably cry with the Vega Xerneas. Xerneas is already one of the most broken Pokemon in all of Pokemon. Alright, Space-Time Distortion, I need you to spawn. It takes just as long for these to spawn as it does waiting for them. That's how it feels sometimes. All I know is I can't wait for Legend Z. One of every Pokemon. I mean, how's the stream going? It's going pretty well. If you think about it statistically, technically, it probably is the Lions, but it depends how do the spread moves work? Like, if I use Surf, is it hitting every Lion, or just, like, 3 of... How does it work in multi-battles? I think it just hits 3, does it not? Because I've seen 2 different videos that one will... it depends what rules you set, though. If you go off the games alone, then no. The Lions win. Probably. But if you go off, like, Pokedex and all that, then it's different. Because if you go off the games alone and you give every Pokemon a 1v1, then the Lions win. Because they'll run out of PP. Even the Harvest Mons end up dying eventually. It's just not possible, unfortunately. In, like, just, if every Pokemon had to just 1v1 as many Lions as possible, they wouldn't... There's a video on that, on Asteroid... is it Asteroid Videos? Asteroid Plays? He does Pokemon content. He has some of the better Pokemon content that I've seen. But obviously you could watch the Wolfie VGC video where the Pokemon's easy carry. Yeah. It just depends kind of how you like the rules you set. You know what I mean? It all depends on the rules. Alright, we're 0 for 1 on the Sneasels. We only get 2 more Sneasel spawns in the entire thing. So, they better spawn quick. For 2. I mean, oh well, it's gonna take roughly a month to get this Sneasel. Oh, hello, hey, it's our first EV today. We finally see one. me all these shards. Hello, Gengar. And we're 0 for 3 on the Sneasels. Not very surprising. I mean, there's not really much you can do here. Anyway, it's gonna take over 200 space-time distortions to get to odds. Like, it's absolutely disgusting how long this is gonna take. Especially when we're on a historic run of 6 40-minute distortions in a row. Which is 6 1 and 4s in a row, which I'm pretty sure is like over a 1 in 2,000 chance. I have better odds of getting 2 shinies out of the next 3 Pokemon that spawn. Actually, I think I have better odds of getting all 3 of the next Pokemon to be shiny than 6 1 and 4s in a row. You know, I still don't know if I hear the shiny noise if a shiny spawns here. We have not found a shiny in the space-time distortion yet. That's how crazy ridiculous the odds of this are. I mean, we haven't even seen a shiny all day. And they have the exact same odds as the Pokemon in this. Come on, just give me a shiny Eevee. Unfortunately, I do not think we're gonna get a shiny Eevee, and I do think the space-time distortion is gonna end very, very soon. Ooh, Alpha Sylveon. I already have an Alpha Sylveon, but I do like Sylveon, so I'll catch it. Imagine we got like a Shalfa Sylveon. That would be absolutely insane. We haven't even seen an Alpha Sneasel or Weavile yet. Imagine going for an all Shalfa Dex. I mean, there we go. It ended. That's unfortunate. It's not that shocking, but it's unfortunate. Nice. What shiny did you find? Oh, let me go craft some jet balls. 57? That's not bad. Hey, we're back to over 100 for the first time in a while. I should probably put the... We got 7 more water stones. We're up to 26. That's funny. Thunderstone, linking cable, that. Blop, blop. Alright, that's all of them. Now we can sell everything else we got. Shiny Alpha Alakazam, nice! Any shelf is obviously really good. Well, I gotta start getting ready for work, so I'm probably going to end stream here, unfortunately. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day. I will stream again tonight in roughly 13 hours at like 11:15, 11:20. Peace.